Good afternoon. I'm Jason DeRusha. We start this noon with a big development in the George Floyd case. The officer seen kneeling on Floyd's neck has just been released on bail. Derek Chauvin was being held at the maximum security prison in Oak Park Heights. We've learned he left the prison this morning, where he was taken to Hennepin County Jail. That's where all of this was processed, and he was released just within the hour. Video from May 25th, seen around the world, shows Chauvin kneeling on Floyd's neck for nearly 8 minutes. That video sparking days of protest and violence in Minneapolis and demonstrations around the world. I want to get right to our Reg Chapman, who is live in Oak Park Heights, the place where Derek Chauvin has been for months. Good morning, Reg.
Good morning, Jason. It was sources inside the Department of Corrections that told WCCO that former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin was removed from this facility early this morning. Those sources tell us that they were told early this morning that Chauvin would be moved to the Hennepin County Jail, where he would make bail. They transported Chauvin around 9:30 this morning to transport from Oak Park Heights all the way to downtown Minneapolis to the Hennepin County Jail. That's where sources also told us that Chauvin spent more than an hour there and was released around 11:22 this morning. So Chauvin did walk out of the Hennepin County Jail shortly before noon today, making bail. According to our sources inside the Department of Corrections, they do tell WCCO that they were told early this morning that Chauvin was going to be released, and that happened within 2.5 hours of them being told that Derek Chauvin, former Minneapolis police officer, would make bail today and walk out of the Hennepin County Jail. Jason.
Reg, do we know anything about any sort of preparations going on? I would expect that there might be concern that there would be unrest or protest, knowing that the key figure in this case is now out of prison, out of jail.
That is a big concern for law enforcement. They are all on alert. Law enforcement, state and local guys are all working together. They are prepared for any type of demonstration that may go on today, because former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin has been released from prison and has also walked out of the Hennepin County Jail. So they are prepared. They are on alert. They are not being told of any possible movements or any type of riots or any type of protest that may go on because of this, but they are standing by just in case there is some kind of movement with activists who may be upset with this former police officer making bail today.
Of course, Derek Chauvin, just in the charging process here, it is his right to post bail or post bond. He's also in the middle of another legal proceeding, Reg, going on with his own personal finances that was taken against him in his home county. So that certainly complicates his own personal finances, because those legal procedures are about allegations that he misreported his income, he and his now estranged wife.
And that is right, because we know that he does own a home here not far from Oak Park Heights here in Oakdale. But then we have learned that on September that house was sold. So not sure where former officer Chauvin will go once he's been released, but he won't be that house here in Oakdale.
All right, Reg Chapman, thank you for your reporting. We appreciate that. I want to show you the actual bail form that was just filed with the court this morning. This posted to the state court website. It is a little complicated. Bail and bond can be a complicated situation. Some of you might be thinking, hey, I thought Derek Chauvin was being held on $1.25 million bail, and he was, but often in criminal cases, you're able to post 10%. And then a bail bonds company basically is on the hook for the rest of that money. This situation, even a little more complicated. It's called a non-cash bond. And so the money was not entirely posted, but this, a power of attorney for $1 million. The other money, presumably either Derek Chauvin, his family, supporters, who knows who came up with that other money. That is not part of this form, but the bail bonds form here you're looking at right now, filed, you see the stamp there, October 7th, just this morning. But this being secured by a bail bonds company, if we can scroll down to the bottom of this, you'll see the name of the company there, which I believe is in Brainerd. It's called A Affordable Bail Bonds. So that's kind of who he went through. And there's an insurance company, Allegheny Casualty, as well. So it gets a little more complicated. But the bottom line is, at 12:05 this afternoon on a Wednesday, Derek Chauvin, who's been in prison, state custody, because they wanted to get him out of the county jail for his safety, he is out of custody, period, this afternoon. Chauvin faces more than 12 years if he is convicted of unintentional second-degree murder. That is the charge right now. The bail was set at $1.25 million with no conditions, or $1 million with conditions. So it appears, and there's more for us to learn at this hour, but it appears that the $1 million bond is what was posted this morning. Derek Chauvin, according to Hennepin County, released from their custody just about 40 minutes ago. We'll continue following this breaking story.